We have with us Mr. Bhuvnesh Kumar, the CEO of UIDAI, the authority that runs and manages Aadhaar in India, to explain and to put this in context for us. Mr. Kumar, thank you so much for joining us. You know, there is so much controversy at the moment around Aadhaar. So I want to ask you, and I think that's a very important question for the viewers also, because until now we've been thinking that, okay, Aadhaar is a valid proof of ID, we can open a bank account, we can cast our vote. But now with the EC coming back and saying that it cannot be considered as a proof of vote, I want to understand from you that what exactly is the purpose of Aadhaar?
So first of all, we have to understand why Aadhaar. Okay. We have many kinds of identities. And most of these identities normally are the functional identities. Let's say you want to drive on the roads, so you need to have a driving license.
Right.
Right. You want to travel abroad, you need to have a passport. Now, nobody says that I have an Aadhaar, allow me to travel abroad. Nobody says that I have an Aadhaar, so I should be allowed to drive on the roads. Correct. So Aadhaar is different from the other IDs in the sense that it is a foundational ID.
Okay.
And how it is different in terms of foundational ID, most of the other IDs, they are prepared on the basis of demographic details. They will take your name, they'll take your age, take your photograph, and then create, say, a driving license or a passport or any of those things. But when you try to match, you may have similar names, and you cannot verify that exactly this is the ID, is the same person. There may not be uniqueness in that. With Aadhaar, this can be ensured 100% that this is unique. So how it is done? Before you generate an Aadhaar, the demographic details and biometric details of an individual are taken.
Right.
Right. So what are the biometric details that are taken? So we have the fingerprints. There are 10 fingers and there are 10 fingerprints. Then you have the eyes and you have 2 iris prints and the face. So which means now you have 13 attributes. And it has been proved that the fingerprints, iris, and face are unique features. In twins, you will have same face, but still the fingerprints and iris images will be different. So when you have all these 13 attributes, you can ensure that this is unique for an individual all across the globe.
Right.
Right. So when these 13 attributes are captured, and they are captured with the and they are compared with the database, what in Aadhaar language is known as the CIDR, Central Identities Data Repository. Right. So we compare it with all the Aadhaars which have been generated previously, which as of now is 142 crores.
142 crores.
Correct.
Okay.
So 142 crore Aadhaars have been generated till now from the beginning. So every time a new application for an Aadhaar comes, today a new person comes and he wants to get an Aadhaar. So 10 fingerprints, 2 iris and 1 face. These 13 attributes will be captured and will be compared with the 13 attributes of all the 142 crore Aadhaar holders.
Got
it. Right. So my systems have to have that kind of a compute capacity. That 142 crore multiplied by 13, multiplied by 13, that is the number of computations that should happen. And then all these computations should say that this did not match. So that means this is unique. So when that uniqueness is ensured, then it will say, yes, an Aadhaar can be generated.
Okay.
And then once before the Aadhaar is generated, we'll again also check the name, the age, which is date of birth or sometimes declared age, gender, and also the address PIN code. Match that also. So that's also demographic deduplication. So there is biometric deduplication and there is a demographic deduplication. So when this much exercise has been done, then only a new Aadhaar is generated.
Okay. And what was the stated purpose of Aadhaar?
Okay. So we'll come to that. So now we have created an identity which is unique for everybody.
Right.
Which means this cannot be duplicated by individuals. One person cannot get two Aadhars, or one Aadhaar cannot be assigned to two people. So that means Aadhaar number and the individual, they are assigned one to one and unique.
Right.
That is the beauty of this foundational ID. So which means that if anybody tries to impersonate anybody else, he or she will be caught immediately.
Okay.
And that is why it is said that Aadhaar should be used only with authentication or the offline verification. If somebody is giving a number, Aadhaar, it does not carry any meaning.
Okay.
Correct?
Okay.
So Aadhaar should be used.
So when we go to hotels and give our Aadhaar ID, it does not carry any meaning?
So he has taken a record and he has kept it with that.
Yeah.
But he has not really authenticated.
So I could be using someone else's Aadhaar.
So people use Photoshops and they create photo on photo and various kinds of softwares to manipulate with the Aadhaar. They are not genuine Aadhaars. They are not Aadhaar generated by our system. So when a lot of people say that there are fake Aadhaars or people have two Aadhaars,
Right.
most of these Aadhaars are look-alike kind of things.
Fair enough.
They are
And
not. They are not Aadhaars.
And how much of a problem is that, this fake Aadhaar in India?
If you look at the population of 142 crores, then percentage-wise it's very minuscule. But off and on we keep getting this information that there are rackets, there are people who are creating these kinds of things. Action is taken, the district administration is informed, the police is able to go and check and stop these kind of activities. When we get information that there are websites or portals, we get them blocked. Right? And that is why again and again we advise everybody that please use Aadhaar with authentication or offline verification. Now you'll ask me, if I have an Aadhaar, how do I check whether it is genuine or not? Every Aadhaar card at the back, or even the PVC card, Aadhaar letter we say, or the PVC card, at the back has a QR code.
Right.
Right. Now this QR code is a unique data packet. It is digitally signed by UIDAI and it can be read with our app, which is known as the Aadhaar QR scanner app. So as soon as you use the Aadhaar QR scanner app and scan this data packet, if this is genuine, then the app will be able to read the content of this without taking you to any website. It doesn't take you to a link. It is a packet and
Right.
it contains photo, it contains name, it contains gender, address and date of birth. So all the 5 fields are in the packet itself. And even if you don't have any internet connectivity, wherever you are, whether you are in the jungles, in sea or in mountains, without any connectivity, you have an app, and just with the app you can scan and you can check whether Aadhaar is genuine or not.
So are businesses adopting this, especially service-oriented businesses that are giving out phone numbers? When you go to hotels, they take your Aadhaar as proof that you stayed in that hotel.
Okay. So many of the government entities which are providing services and benefits or subsidies to the beneficiaries, they come under the Section 7 of the Aadhaar Act.
Okay.
And they issue a notification saying that for giving these kind of benefits, we will do the authentication. And today there are about 3,300 such schemes which use Aadhaar authentication before giving the benefit.
Okay.
Right. So apart from this, where the money is coming from the Consolidated Fund of India or coming from the Consolidated Fund of State, there are other occasions when entities are trying to use Aadhaar authentication, and they are known as social welfare, innovation and knowledge. So these are the areas where the money is not coming from the Consolidated Fund of the India or the state, but there is a use case that authentication is required. For example, impersonation at the exams.
Right.
Right. So the authorities who are conducting these exams, they want to verify that the genuine person is coming. So they want to check and they want to use authentication. A fingerprint authentication is used. So these kind of authentications fall under a separate category and their permissions are issued for using Aadhaar authentication. So at the borders, especially now, the forces like BSF or the SSB and others, they are able to check when people produce these Aadhars with the Aadhaar QR scanner app and see if the person who's trying to enter is a genuine Aadhaar card holder or it's a fake Aadhaar.
Okay. So government bodies are geared to authenticate. This whole argument by the Election Commission of India that Aadhaar cannot be a proof of vote, and in fact, the Supreme Court has come out and said it could be one of the 11 documents, but then the EC has again submitted that it cannot be considered as a valid proof of ID. Do you think there's merit in that argument?
Election Commission is a constitutional authority. It is their purview, and I don't think it's right on my part to comment on what they are saying. But once again, I'll come to the basic principles of Aadhaar. And as I mentioned in the beginning itself, that Aadhaar is a foundational identity. It is not a functional identity. There is no function linked to Aadhaar as such.
Can you
Correct.
explain, when you say foundational identity, not a functional identity,
Yes.
you use Aadhaar to access a lot of services, so it is quite functional.
No,
that
not
point of
really.
view.
So you are being identified that you are you. That's all. When Aadhaar is being authenticated, what is happening? The person is saying, I am Bhuvnesh Kumar. My Aadhaar number is so and so, right?
Yeah.
So I have given
My address is this, my father's name is
I don't
this.
give this. I don't give this. I only say I am Bhuvnesh Kumar and my Aadhaar number is this. Correct.
Right.
So I give this to the entity who is trying to check whether I am so. Let's say I am trying to open a bank account. I have gone to the bank and I have said that I am Bhuvnesh Kumar and my Aadhaar number is this. Now bank will submit this Aadhaar number, what I have given with my consent, to UIDAI and ask UIDAI whether this Aadhaar number belongs to Bhuvnesh Kumar or not. Correct?
Right.
So now the requesting entity has given the Aadhaar number to UIDAI with the consent of the user, and then one of the modes of authentication. Correct? One of the modes of authentication, and that can be demographic authentication, like giving names, saying that this name, does it belong to Bhuvnesh Kumar? My system will check and say yes or say no.
Right.
Correct. Yes or no. Second is, he may ask me my mobile number. That bank may ask my mobile number, and I give my mobile number also along with the Aadhaar number. Then UIDAI will send an OTP to my mobile number, which I will give to the bank through their app or system. And then it will go back to UIDAI saying that, oh yes, this mobile number belongs to Bhuvnesh Kumar and he has got the OTP. It is verified that he is so and so. The response is yes.
Got it.
It could be through a fingerprint.
Yeah.
So I give my Aadhaar number and give.
You've explained that, yes.
It could be face authentication.
Right.
So whenever authentication is happening, two things are being given. One is being given is the Aadhaar number and one more attribute. That attribute could be a demographic information. That could be a biometric information. And biometric information can be in three forms: fingerprints, iris, or face. So when I provide this, then the bank is able to check from UIDAI that I am not impersonating. Same happens in attendance. Let's say in the government office, an officer is coming in the morning and he is marking the attendance. There is a machine. In the machine, you have entered your Aadhaar number and you have put your thumb. Or you put one finger, any of the 10 fingers you put on that machine. So the system is transmitting the Aadhaar number and the fingerprint to UIDAI, and UIDAI at the back end from the CIDR verifies and say that yes or no.
So it is difficult to impersonate anyone. You can't take on anyone's identity.
Perfect.
You cannot do that.
This exactly is the purpose.
Right.
So when I say functional ID, and coming back to the functional ID, functional ID is like driving license, right? A passport, even a voter ID card is a functional ID.
Okay.
Correct. And functional ID has eligibility criteria.
Okay.
Right? So you want a driving license. So for a learner's driving license, you need to be like 16 or 17 years of age. For a full-fledged license, you have to be 18 years of age. You must know driving. There is a test which will be conducted. Correct. Similarly, when you apply for a passport, your address will be checked. There will be a police verification. that whole system will be followed, and then you get a passport. Similarly, when you get a voter ID, there also you have to meet the condition which are there in the law. In the registration of electoral rules, 3 conditions will be there. You must be citizen of India, you must be 18 years of age, and you must also be ordinary resident of that place.
Okay.
So if you fulfill these 3 conditions,
Yeah.
then you can get voter ID. Right? Now look at Aadhaar. What is the condition of getting an Aadhaar? You have resided in India for 182 days or more in the preceding 12 months, and you are eligible to get an Aadhaar.
Okay.
And this is not linked to citizenship.
Got it.
The act says Aadhaar is not a proof of citizenship, because even the foreigners are eligible to get an Aadhaar. This is important to understand.
If they've stayed for 6 months.
More than 6 months.
More than 182
more than 182 days
Yeah.
in the preceding 12 months total. It is not necessary that 182 days has to be at a stretch.
Sure.
So people who come from other countries and work in India
Can get an Aadhaar.
can get an
easily.
Aadhaar. They get an Aadhaar.
Okay.
People from Nepal and Bhutan, those citizens, they are eligible to get an Aadhaar.
Which
People
would
who
also-
are OCI card holders, they are
Right.
foreign citizens.
They have, yeah,
They don't
yeah.
have Indian passport.
Right.
They have a foreign passport. They are eligible to get the Aadhaar after 182 days.
Okay.
For the NRIs, a dispensation has been given because NRIs are Indian passport holders. So they don't have to pass this condition of 182 days. So they can apply early
Okay.
because they are Indian passport holders. So all resident Indians can get an Aadhaar, NRIs can get an Aadhaar, and the foreigners can also get an Aadhaar.
So I
And
have,
for getting an Aadhaar,
yeah,
there is no age limit.
you can get an Aadhaar. Okay.
Newborns,
Child, yes, absolutely.
there is no age limit for getting an Aadhaar.
Also, Aadhaar has been made mandatory for a lot of services. It's been made mandatory in schools, for instance. For young children, Aadhaar has been made mandatory. What's been the thought process behind that?
There's a lot of misconception actually behind Aadhaar being made mandatory.
Okay.
As again I said, there is section 7 in the Aadhaar Act which says that when a subsidy or benefit is being given from the Consolidated Fund of India or the Consolidated Fund of State, then the government can ask Aadhaar as a necessary proof. If somebody does not have Aadhaar, there also the dispensation has been given that he will be given that benefit but will be asked to apply.
Okay.
And based on the application itself, it will be given. But wherever this is not coming from the Consolidated Fund of India or state, in rest of the scenarios which I talked,
Right.
like examinations
Yes.
and many other scenarios, there it is not mandatory. It's never mandatory. In
Okay.
all those scenarios, it is voluntary.
Okay. Okay.
But because 99% people today have an Aadhaar
Yeah.
and they find it easy and convenient, they use it.
They use it.
They use it.
I want to talk
But
to
if you look at any of the guidelines of any of these schemes other than those section 7 schemes, then you will find it is written there.
So Aadhaar is not mandatory.
Not
in
mandatory in
schools.
those.
Schools, colleges.
For admission and all, no, it is not mandatory.
Okay. Okay.
Scholarship, yes, it can be section 7 because
Sure.
money is coming from
Got it.
government.
Sure. I want to talk to you about fake Aadhaars, duplication of Aadhaars. That's been one of the reasons that's been cited, at least in Bihar, that the number of Aadhaar card holders is more than the population of the state. How does that happen? And what are your thoughts on reducing the duplication of Aadhaars that's been happening, or fake Aadhaars?
Right. So, as I told you right in the beginning itself, fake Aadhaar does not get generated from our system.
So there is an
So
entire.
that means somebody has created a look-alike of an Aadhaar, which
Right.
actually is not an Aadhaar, not generated by our
Allocated
system.
a number, everything.
No way, it is not possible.
As in that agency, whichever, the bogus agency has done it.
2 days back only, somebody sent a video where they said a dog's photo has been
Yeah.
pasted and said that Aadhaar has been generated.
Right.
The moment we put into a system, that number is not even a valid Aadhaar number.
Okay.
Forget about getting generated from the system. Right. So Aadhaar number has a validity check. So not all the 12-digit number can be Aadhaar number.
I got it.
There is a validity check. So even that number itself is not Aadhaar. Forget about getting generated from the system. So that means somebody has faked it. The collector is taking action. They ordered an inquiry into that, who has done that and who has created that video. That is a separate thing. But once again, I'm saying, so any Aadhaar which is presented to anybody, and this is the beauty of Aadhaar. Perhaps no other ID provides this confidence that you can check that Aadhaar whether that is genuine or not.
Authentic or not. But there is a problem of fake and duplicate Aadhaars in the country. It's not coming from UIDAI, but there are bogus agencies that are making these Aadhaar cards.
No, but they cannot be used for anything. They cannot be used for anything. No authentication will happen on that.
No, but
so nobody can get benefit because of that.
I get that nobody can get benefit out of that. However, someone can get an Aadhaar card made in my name, right? Go and check into a hotel, give their fake Aadhaar card and say that Shweta Punt stayed there and could be a completely different person.
Valid point. That's why we have been advising as authority, UIDAI, we have been advising everybody that whenever Aadhaar is presented to you in any form, that's once again I'm saying, even in the card form, it can be verified. And it can be verified offline. It doesn't require internet connectivity.
You can go onto the website and check.
No, not website. There's no need to go to the website. If you wish, I can demonstrate right now through an app and show you
the app
how an Aadhaar can be verified offline.
But is there a communication campaign that you've started to get other stakeholders on board, because it's not happening on ground?
Yes, definitely. A very, very valid point and a very important question. We have written to all the chief secretaries. We have written to all the secretaries, Government of India, all the departments, important agencies. We have said that please check. We have issued a FAQ also of roughly 10 questions along with the letter saying that Aadhaar should always be used with verification, and please use this app for verification. Even the Railway Protection Force, their DG has issued instructions to their people that at railway station please use this.
How about the private sector?
Slowly this information is reaching to people, and from platforms like this, I would like to urge all of them to please check the Aadhaar whenever you are accepting it. Whenever anybody is giving you an Aadhaar in a physical form, please check it. So, and for the online things, authentication mechanism is already available.
Okay, has UIDAI reached out to the authorities seeking help in intervention in curbing the rise of fake Aadhaars and duplication of Aadhaars?
Oh, of course. I mean, that's why we are saying that please check with the scanner and see wherever anybody is producing an Aadhaar. So you will be able to know anybody is showing a fake Aadhaar. Whether it is at the borders, especially because of the sensitive areas, people are trying to enter in the country. They are moving here and there. They are going and staying in the hotels and other places. So we should check that identity.
But are you uncovering? Are the enforcement agencies uncovering these fake Aadhaar, workshops or whatever you might want to call them?
Yeah, but again, as I said, the number is very minuscule when you compare it with the 142 crores.
Can you give me a number?
It will be very difficult to give an estimate, but because people have genuine Aadhaars, so there is no reason for anybody to actually create a fake Aadhaar unless somebody is trying to hide an identity.
Identity theft is a real problem.
No, it's not a theft. It's a different from theft, and getting somebody else's identity to use, that's identity theft.
Yeah.
Here you are trying to hide your identity. You are going to stay in a hotel, and you don't want to be known that you are staying. Right. So it can be checked immediately. I think I'll give you a demo if you.
No, that's fine. You don't have to give me a demo. That's okay.
It will be helpful for the viewers also. I think.
I'm talking from my personal experience, right? When you go somewhere, very often they don't check the Aadhaar, and I want to understand if UIDAI is cognizant of that, and what are you doing to, to ensure that notorious individuals who are making these fake Aadhaars, they don't do so, that we don't see a proliferation of fake Aadhaars or duplicate Aadhaars?
We have an enforcement division. We have the regional offices. So whenever any such information news comes to us, immediate actions are taken.
Okay.
Many people have been nabbed. The state police and other authorities, they have sprung into action. And in recent times, I think there would be about 40-50 cases which have been launched throughout the country. And people have been nabbed who are trying to do these kinds of activities.
Okay.
But people should be aware. The important thing is,
this is
why somebody is trying to acquire a document which will be of no help to him. Because this document you cannot use in the bank, because the bank will check. Bank will use online authentication. This document you cannot use for getting a subsidy. You cannot get a benefit for any scheme because this will be checked. The authentication, online authentication of Section 7 schemes and Section 44B2 schemes will happen. And those numbers are large now. So if you want any of these benefits, that document is not going to be of any use to you.
Okay.
So people have to understand that there is no point in getting a fake thing unless the person himself is trying to do something wrong.
So then politically, that's where this comes into play. A lot of people can be given these fake IDs, and maybe that's why there's merit in EC's argument.
Now, once again, I'm saying, see, wherever you want to check whether this is genuine or not, you can check it.
Got it.
So since it can be checked, the purpose of getting a fake Aadhaar gets defeated by the moment it is checked.
Got it. Aadhaar holds so much data. How do you ensure that the data remains safe, that it's not leaked, and it stays within the country?
Yeah. So we have a CIDR, as I mentioned. First thing, when people think that Aadhaar has lot of data, it's really not correct to say so, because the Aadhaar contains minimum information. So enrollment happens through the fingerprints, iris, face, and apart from that, the name, date of birth, gender, address, photo. There are two optional fields. One is mobile and one is email. We have only this much.
But you also have address.
So that's all. It's part of that 9 fields.
Yeah.
2 fields are optional. There are 7 fields which are mandatory. So about an individual, we have only 7 fields. We don't have any other information. We don't bring in any other information because we don't require that.
Okay.
So our purpose is to give a response to the entities by saying yes or no, whether this person is same or not. Correct. And if there is a financial sector entity, they want to know from us 5 fields. They want a photo, they want the name, the address, gender, and the date of birth. So we provide 2 kinds of responses. One response is yes or no response. The other response is eKYC response. eKYC has 5 fields. So we either provide yes or no, or we provide 5 fields. That's all. That's all we have.
Okay.
The only thing is, when we say lot of data, because we have data of 142 crore people.
Correct.
Okay. So it's 142 crore people, but very lean data.
So, but data is still there. So how are you ensuring that the data remains safe?
So our systems are protected and they are not connected to internet. There is an overarching system called the ASAs, Aadhaar Service Agencies, and it is located in India. So we have our own data centers. They are located on our premises, and through that we maintain the security of these data, and we have the latest information security postures and tools deployed on these.
So are they physically in something? Are they on a cloud?
Yeah, it is physically. So we have our own cloud. So we are not taking anybody else's services on our cloud.
Okay.
So we have created, UIDAI has its own cloud.
The UIDAI has created that cloud?
Yes.
It's not accessible to anyone?
No. It is not accessible through internet directly.
But the government has access to it.
So once again, through the ASAs, the authority provides this information.
Yeah.
So any information which is flowing from outside from us is either that yes or no or that eKYC. These are the 2 things which flow out from our system.
Okay.
And whenever a request is made, and till now, it is all government entities we have been asking us.
Okay. So yes or no and
eKYC.
eKYC.
So 5 fields in eKYC or otherwise only a yes or no.
So only government entities have asked you for
till
data?
Now, only government entities. There has been an amendment in the rules through which the non-government entities have also been made eligible to use Aadhaar authentication for those services which are in the interest of the state, the
Okay.
country.
Okay. So private sector can also.
Private sector has been enabled, but till now, no private use case has been approved.
Okay. Okay. So this whole collaboration with Starlink that UIDAI has done, what is that exactly about?
So the telecom service providers are, through the Telecom Act, entitled to get Aadhaar authentication.
Okay.
Right. So we already had 4 telecom service providers. So this will be the 5th one. So under the Telecom Act, they are eligible to get Aadhaar authentication. So they applied for Aadhaar authentication and they have been provided this facility. Now, when they will be onboarding their customer, just like the other telecom service providers do today, they check before they issue a SIM.
Got it.
Correct?
Yeah.
So they verify the eKYC. Right? The same thing they will also be doing for their customers.
Okay, okay. So these rules, so because Starlink is a foreign-owned company, these rules of sharing of eKYC or data with companies does not matter whether it's an Indian company or a foreign company?
Okay. So now they are a license holder under the Telecom Act, and that provision is in the Telecom Act itself that they will be verifying the identity of their customers, and that is how they are eligible to get this authentication from the Telecom Act itself.
Okay, okay. All right. I also wanted to talk to you about biometrics, right? Biometrics also change. My biometric, for instance, might be different 10 years from now. So how have you taken that into account?
So biometrics don't change. Actually.
They don't change?
They don't
Fingerprints change?
No, they don't change.
They change, come on.
No, they don't change.
Okay, if you insist. So many times.
I'll explain.
Yeah.
I think it's important to you ask these questions because many people have those kind of impressions. So what happens is when a child is born, up to 5 years of age, the fingerprints are not mature enough. So when somebody enrolls before 5 years, we normally don't capture. We don't capture the biometrics.
Okay.
And that is why the law says that a child, when he or she turns 5 years, then between 5 and 7 years, the child should provide us the biometrics. Right? This is in our language, UIDAI language, it is known as MBU1.
Okay.
M is mandatory and B is biometric and U is update. Mandatory biometric update 1. This is first update. Many people actually don't come between 5 and 7, and that's why we run campaigns. We have a population which in absolute numbers would look like large, about 5 crores. But if you look at 142 crores, then it becomes about 3.5%, which have not given the biometrics, and we are pushing now. We are going back to the states, their school education department, because largely these kids will be studying in the schools. And we are going to run a concerted campaign over the next 1 year to ensure that we get the biometrics of these children. So somewhere around 15 and 17, we ask for an MBU2, mandatory biometric update 2.
Okay.
Now you're asking why, once you have taken, why are you asking again? Correct. Now when a child is 5 years, the finger size is different when the child has turned 15.
Right.
Right. But the fingerprints have not changed. The prints remain the same. The shape, the size has increased, not the shape.
Right.
Correct.
Okay.
But because largely throughout life, whenever he will be using a fingerprint authentication, he will be using finger of that size. So that when matching it with the 5 years age may not be appropriate, and that is why between 15 and 17, we ask for the second biometric update.
Okay.
And that's also again free.
Okay.
Right. Now, whatever we get at age about 15 and 17 runs for life. It doesn't change.
Okay.
The fingerprints get reduced over a period of time if people are in hard labor. So like you are working in a stone quarry.
Right.
Right. So you are using your fingers and rubbing it and because you are in rough conditions. So you're working in a hazardous factory where you are using your hands so frequently, regularly that sometimes they get rubbed off. So people with hard labor and at a much later age, say 60, beyond 70, 80, 90. So these fingerprints will fade.
Right.
They don't change.
They fade.
They fade.
Okay.
So when this fading happens, when you try to do authentication with those faded,
Becomes challenging.
yes, it starts failing. And that is why we have been saying that for people in that age group, or rather now we are saying in general, that instead of doing the fingerprint authentication, please use the face authentication. And very large number of entities are moving now from the fingerprint authentication to the face authentication.
Okay.
There's a big advantage with face authentication is that you don't require an external device. For fingerprint authentication, you need an external device where you have to put your finger. There has to be a fingerprint reading device.
Right.
On the other hand, face authentication you can do on your mobile.
So what's next for Aadhaar?
So these are many of those things which have been implemented. We have kept the system secure. We have scaled. Just to give you an estimate of the numbers, in spite of the fact that the Aadhaar is saturated, in 18 plus, now we are about 99.9%.
99.9% Indians have an Aadhaar card.
Yes.
Okay.
In the age group 5 to 18, we are more than 98.
Wow.
And in the age group 0 to 5, we are already touching 45%.
Okay.
Right. So there's a very, very small population which is left, but there is a population growth. New children are born. And that is why we still make about 2.25 crore new Aadhaars every year.
Okay.
Okay. Then people have to come to us for making changes in their information in the Aadhaar.
Yeah.
Like they have moved from one place to another place, they want to change their address. There has been some mistake in the date of birth and they want to correct the date of birth. People change their names. They go for gazette notifications and change their names, print in the newspapers, and then come back to us and say that I want to change my name in the Aadhaar. There are cases of minuscule cases, but of change of gender also. Right?
Okay.
And mobile number again is very frequent. When people change their mobile numbers, they want to change that in the system.
Okay.
So they keep coming back to us for these kind of updates, and this is next step after the enrollment. The update happens, and there are about 25 crore updates happening in a year.
Wow. That's amazing.
So we have to cater to that kind of numbers. And authentication, we are today doing 9 crore authentications per day.
Fantastic.
Per day, 9 crore authentication. So
that is more than the population of many
kind
countries.
Of payments you are making, any kind of attendance, or those systems who are using Aadhaar as an authentication mode, it routes from the requesting entity, maybe a bank, goes into the system of the Aadhaar user agency, the Aadhaar service agency, the UIDAI database, and then travels back, travels as an OTP. That OTP is fed back to the system, and then finally it will be approved.
Okay.
And what you see happening in fraction of seconds, that all that activity has happened in that period.
Okay.
So information has been gathered by the system, the requesting entity. It has passed it on to the AUA. AUA has passed it on to ASA. ASA has passed it on to CIDR. Then it has been passed on to a telecom service provider who has generated an SMS. That SMS has gone to the mobile number.
And that happens within seconds, actually.
Correct. So
Which
in
is quite
our
amazing.
system, we take about 200 milliseconds to respond to that request.
And this whole system has been made in India. Completely.
This whole technology and architecture and everything has been created in India.
It's amazing. Thank you very much, Mr. Kumar. We do hope that Aadhaar will continue to, set the bar higher. Like I was talking to you, I reported on Aadhaar when Aadhaar was yet to become a reality. And now it's been almost a decade since it was rolled out.
More than that.
More than a decade, and nearly 99.9% of adults have an Aadhaar card now.
First Aadhaar was rolled out on 29th of September 2010.
Yeah.
In fact, this year on 29th September, we will be celebrating the 16th Aadhaar Day.
16th Aadhaar Day. Wow, it also reminds me how old I've gotten. Well, thank you so much, and a big thank you to all our viewers for tuning in. We do hope that we've been able to clear some air, clear some confusion around Aadhaar, around what Aadhaar should be used for, how safe is your data, and of course, we can continue speaking. But one thing that really stood out was that the whole authentication process that takes literally within seconds has been made, designed, and executed in India. And I think all of us as Indians should feel very proud of that. A big thank you to all our viewers, and a big thank you to you, Mr. Kumar,
Thank
for
you
taking
so
up
much.
the time.